welcome in my blue stoners. This is mostly blue, I think. Sort of a very light blue. I don't know if it's what you technically. It's just a stone though, so don't take any special meaning to it. Just a blue stone. It's probably, because I'm in Denver, so it's probably quartz just dyed blue. But anyway, okay, so I'll put that right up there, and I already drew from the Beyond Lemuria as evolution. This is the overall vibe of this. It's number 24, evolution. So I am going to read out of the book for this. So we have 24. So growth, overcoming challenges, gracefully riding the waves of life, expanding out of a problem, flourishing in the face of change, thriving in new environments, being unperturbed. So this is about you evolving into a person that can gracefully adapt to anything. It's really beautiful. I'm going to read the divinatory meaning. Look for ways that you can flourish in the face of challenge. Tap into your original passion and remember why you chose the path that brought you to where you are now. Break a problem down to its elements and be creative in how you tackle them. Consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, be present and ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. Focus on the aspects of your situation that make it all worth it. Draw on inner resources that can pull you through. You have the qualities you need to shine, so don't lose sight of the bigger picture. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. Okay, so today on Instagram, I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram, but I pulled out the perfect storm card out of my shaman's dream. And so, and two readings now, the pink stoners and you blue stoners here, are, have something about being in the eye of the storm, being able to ride through a storm, through the eye of it, being in that center part, so you are centered. And I think this is a call to push yourself to that evolutionary process of being able to master anything that's thrown at you, okay? Which I find to be fantastically beautiful. And speaking of the shaman's dream, I am going to pull I'm sorry. Wrong. That's wrong. I am going to do the tarot next, okay? My lovely little deck. Now I am going to get away from doing signs because I think that anybody can embody any energy at any moment. It does not have anything to do with your signs, and plus if you're all over the spectrum with your, with what your sun, moon, and rising are, then you're not gonna get a clear reading. So that's the reason I'm going to alternative ways of how you decide what energy is gonna pull you in. There was a reason that you chose that blue stone. It's because you're evolving and you're awesome. So let's see what the tarot has to say to my blue stoners. Okay, 3 cards, please. Thank you. I'm going to be reading them all in the upright position, because if there's a story to be told, it can all be told upright. We start out with the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Fool. So, the King of Swords that's an energy of being sort of, especially with the Ten of Wands there, I'm seeing this kind of, you're, King of Swords energy is about being at your top, you know? Maybe you're an owner of a business or something, and that can be a burden here. We have the Ten of Wands here, and it's showing a burden. And maybe you are feeling burdened by your responsibilities or being in this leadership role here. But here we got the Fool, and that's about taking a leap of faith into the unknown. So, and you know, I'm going to go back to this evolutionary card in terms of growth and expansion. Maybe you need to, since you're feeling such a burden here, maybe it's time for you to let go of this business, or, and I don't want to say that, I'm not going to tell you to let your business go, or if you are a business leader, or, but maybe it's time for somebody else to step into your role, and you maybe take a back seat for a while and take a leap of faith that everything is going to be okay, you know, and maybe go on your own spiritual journey in a sense, you know, and find a path that is going to be more fulfilling to you. Okay, so now we're going to the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And like I said, these are my favorite cards. We'll see what pops out for you. I'm going to pull two. So we have Benefactor, Grace and Generosity, number 3 here. And, oh, I pulled up 2. I'm just going to go with that. The Wall, Obstacles, number 56. Okay. I'm just curious to see what that, Overwhelm and Plenty, number 4. You know what? It's going to go down. I was only trying to do 2 for each, but since that one wanted to come out, let's try it every day. No. Okay, so we have Benefactor, Grace, and Generosity. And like I said, you may be in this position of where you can give very generously. So now's the time to do that. And like I said, and maybe you need to take a leap of faith and start planning for a future that doesn't involve you being so much at your, like I said, I mean, this really feels like a business vibe, you know, it really does. I think this is about personal growth, but this here feels really about business, you know, or maybe you're a teacher of some sorts, and now it's time to pass the reins on, and maybe you have the ability to be a benefactor and to give generously. Hint, hint. I'd really like all your money. I really would. Then we have the Wall, Obstacles, number 56. And I think that goes with this burden card here. And that is just, you're feeling like that's all you're coming up against right now is these obstacles that you're having to jump over. And you've already made it to the place that you want to make it to in this role, whatever role you're in right now. And so I think it's time to release those burdens, release that burden, you know, release it, give the reins over to somebody else, and that let them tackle, because they may have new innovative ideas that will lead your vision into the future, and you can, like I factor. You have the means, so there's no reason in keeping you there. I mean, I understand wanting the financial security into the future and wanting to make sure that you are taken care of in the future, or that your family's taken care of in the future. But I think honestly, if you trust your gut, you're gonna take that leap of faith into that, because we have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty, number 43 here. And I am gonna go ahead and read the card, the book, what it says for that one. Too much, overwhelm, and plenty. So many good things are headed your way or are already occurring in your life right now, yet you may be thinking that they're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of the conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love. Opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in these emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach. Bring yourself back to your life. Restore your faith in a power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller, personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. Is that not perfect? Is that not perfect to round that out? Like, these cards here are speaking to you, you know, whatever you're into, whatever has got you with this abundance, or is bringing you, well, no, I think that you already are at this abundance because you're feeling sort of overwhelmed by it, you know, this burden here. So, you know, trust in yourself, you know, because all is going to be well. It really is. And maybe, like I said, you need to step back and let somebody else take the reins for a while, you know? Step back out of it, like I said, step out of it and just concentrate on you. You know, what you need to do, how you need to proceed. Okay, I'm going to go with the soul's journey here. Next, so for my blue stoners, what is the soul's journey have to say for them? Success. Well, you know, I can't make this stuff up. I knew that there was a reason that called me to start doing tarot for real, because I knew that I would be a conduit for the correct messages that needed to be heard. Success. And this encompasses all of this, you know. This is about total success. But at the bottom, this is a good mantra for you. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So, I think you'll have the greatest success when you open your heart and truly appreciate and love. I mean, like, number one, to truly, to be able to give outwardly, you need you need that inner love. You need that inner wisdom, the inner guidance. And I think that you already do have that, and that's why you're feeling this kind of overwhelming thing right now, is that you do have this boundless sort of the wanting to help everybody. And I get that. If I had the means to do it in that way, I would help everybody. I would want to help everyone. I mean, there's, you can't wake the sleeping, unfortunately, but to those who are, I would want to be generous. I definitely want to take care of my family, I know, I understand the feeling of the overwhelmingness, this overwhelming need. And that's why I say maybe you need to step back out of it, step out of the situation, come back and bring it into yourself, because it is about you, okay? Okay, so I have the Whispering Woods here to end this. So for my blue stoners, what do the Whispering Woods have to say? Alright. For my blue stoners. Anything else? Alright. So we had 3 pop out. The first one is dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. Dream. What is your fantasy life? What is, what do you want for you? Sometimes you have to step back and say, what do I want for me? Because this life, you are the lead role in your life. So what do you want for you? Then we have discover. Look at the early dewdrops before they disappear with the morning sun. So what do you have to discover about you? Who are you? Truly, who are you? And, I think that there's this really boundless beauty there within you that you need to discover. Grow. All flowers must grow through dirt. So, and this is, this brings us back to this evolution. It's about personal growth. About being able to handle any situation that is thrown at you. And I think you're a boss anyway, so, I'm not saying like of a company, I'm just saying I think you're a boss. You're a boss. So, personal growth right here. I think you need to discover you and grow and dream big. Dream bigger for you, for yourself. What do you need to take a leap of faith into? Alright, my beautifuls. I am sending you a lot of light and love right now. If you could, put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath in your nose and gently out through your mouth. In, out, and feel the energy that flows through you into your heart space, expanding, expanding, expanding. Alright, my loves, until next time, you take care of yourself, okay?